What drives me in my work is my fundamental belief, backed up by a robust body of research, that shows when we tap into our innate strengths, we do better work, we're more effective in our jobs, and we're happier in our roles. This is the key. Rather than trying to pretend to be someone you're not, the idea is when you tap into what you're good at, your gifts, your strengths, your values, that's when you're going to shine. And it's the opportunity that you in this room have, the circumstances, the motivations, and the positive reinforcement that allow your employees, your board members, your volunteers to show up as their best selves by using their innate gifts.
Quick audience check. Who among you likes to have a lot of prep time before a meeting, before you're asked to come up with answers or solutions to a problem? All right, and who does better when they can talk through the problem, talk through the questions in a group? Yeah, a nice mix. Two hands could be, depends on the situation, right? Sometimes I get different answers if you're thinking about a volunteer role you're playing versus a professional role. What I see as well here, none of the words that are up on the screen is a title. Many of the words up here are not associated with what we typically think of when we think of strong and powerful leaders. So we have words like empathy, right? Communication, integrity. I love funny, that's a great one that showed up a little bit. Supportive, respected. Many of these words are not loud, they're not bold, they're quiet, but they carry your mission forward. So why don't we notice them more? Because in many organizations, including mission-driven ones, we have built our definition of leadership around boldness, around visibility, and sometimes even speed. We reward the louder voices. We sometimes confuse charisma with confidence. And we sometimes think that the answer we come to quickly is the right answer, when maybe sometimes the best answer takes a little more time to get to. For those of you in the room who already feel seen and heard and celebrated for your leadership and your contributions, this is for you too. Because there is undoubtedly more to ignite, more to tap into. And as people who are already recognized and celebrated, you have an opportunity to lift up those who aren't. And myth number 3, quieter people don't have what it takes to be leaders. This is my favorite myth to dispel. The absolute truth, you have exactly what it takes. You just lead differently. Everyone in this room can be a leader. Whether you're introverted, extroverted, whatever your personality traits are and your skill set, you have what it takes to play a leadership role, regardless of what your title is. During the meeting, if you need a little more time to think things through, you know that you have the experience, the expertise, maybe you have some data back at your desk, ask the meeting leader, can I get back to you by the end of the day? Can I get back to you tomorrow? Could we sit down, just the two of us, to talk this through? Or can I write you an email? Speak up for yourself if the way that the session is being run isn't allowing for you to give your best. And over time, when you see how those norms, how those practices are benefiting the outcomes, they'll begin to become the organizational norms, because you'll see what works for people, and then when you allow them that space, that you're getting their best work in a way that's going to advance the mission.